Finally got a bike like I said I would. Except I put together and it weighs 40 pounds. Alright, it is not looking too shabby. I definitely gotta put some air in these tires, but it's not looking too shabby. Totally your decision, but what I did is I put my knee on this and then I just kind of ripped up the box so then I could just take stuff out without having to like pull it out, but it's totally your decision. However, be careful because these pieces right here are their staples, and I thought my knee was fine, so I put my knee here, so I thought it was okay. Busted up my leg a little bit, so just be careful. They do not give very specific type of instructions with your wheel, but I think I can show you guys how I got mine to work. So you want this like switch trigger component, whatever, to have the two springs on it. And then you want to screw, you'll get these two pieces here. You screw your small one on first, and then this weird looking piece behind it. But you don't want to screw it too tight because over here, if you guys see, this is supposed to be your switch. It's not supposed to be that hard to move because this is your wheel lock. Pretty well on there. Sorry it's a little dark in here. My light bulb is going out above me. But this is essentially how you want to look. And then over here, I have it like just enough that it takes a little bit of force to like move and close it. Well, I mean, doing it one-handed. But just enough force that it's it will lock. Now, of course, when I rotate it, it's going to move because I'm using my hands. But if I'm actually biking, it's not going to actually move. And another key part is this is your brake pad, from my understanding. This is supposed to match your brake pad on the other side. So if you're doing like me, or you're doing upside down, you want to make sure you have your brake pads lined up. So I'm trying to take this apart, and it's not happening. But I know some of you may be questioning in the comments, like, oh, why would you get a bike put together? Like, why not just go out and buy a bike? I'd rather go out and buy a bike. The problem is my car is not, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. The problem is my car is a car. It cannot fit a full-size bike like I have in front of me comfortably in my back seat without damaging my car. I'd probably rip the upholstery, or I'd probably knock something out. I could probably rip the carpet. Like, there's so many issues with having this. And plus also just trying to fit it in my car door would be impossible. Like, it wouldn't fit. It would not fit. Like, it's just struggle sometimes getting a case of water or a cooler comfortably in my back seat. And I have a very tiny trunk. So I took it upon myself to just buy this bike here and just put together. And so far has not been a bad experience, except I can't get these things out. I might have to chalk it up and just say, you know, I gotta figure something else out with these pieces. Like, doesn't help my hands are still so slippery because of the oil or, you know, bike grease they put on this. Like, they put it everywhere on my bike. But the next day, so I realized my mistake with trying to fold this. When you do have the pin and you move it over, make sure you lift up and then fold it, because it won't let you fold it unless you lift the pin up out of place. Now be careful, because whenever I folded it, these pieces came off. I mean, yeah, they're just protective covers for, you know, your gears and whatnot back here. But yeah, mine came off. But they are like, they're pretty plastic, like pretty fake. Honestly, I feel like these would be the first things to break. The biggest thing I'm apprehensive about is, you see how I have my lock here, right? Like, it's open, so my tire is not locked. So when your tire is not locked like this, the whole thing comes off. And I understand that concept. However, if I'm riding this and say I hit something, like I'm on a dirt road and I slide the bike and something happens to where this breaks and opens up, my whole tire is gone. Or say I hit a jump or something and then this somehow comes loose, my whole tire is gone. So that means this entire piece just goes like so. So that's one thing that I'm kind of like worried about, is I don't really know how I feel about that, to be honest. Another issue I have is you see this right here. So mine's stuck on 4. Like, I keep trying to like push it. It won't happen. And 4 is like way too much compared to over here is now loose, right? Because I don't have no tire in the front. So that left is back here on this brake. But like, you can't move it. Like, no matter what I do, like I can hold my camera in my one hand, guys. Sorry for the shakiness. But no matter what I do, right, it just goes right back. And I don't know how to fix that part because I'm not very equipped with bikes. So that's another issue is like, this is so hard to brake. Like, I am struggling. But this part right here with the tire constantly just coming off, that's a problem that I don't feel very safe. So later when I go test this, I'm gonna see how this works, but I don't know, I'm kind of like nervous to test it. Another thing that kind of I don't like is this seat will not stop moving. Like, I screwed it in so many times. I've redone this piece here, like the main piece. I've done that so many times now. It won't stay in place. And this is like your plastic back piece, but like it just moves everywhere. And again, I have it screwed in here in the bar like it's supposed to be, and it's still just so loose. I have to somehow figure that out. Now, my goal this morning was to take this out and drive it, and I do plan on doing that once I fix some problems, because I think with that front wheel, because I keep having this issue with that front wheel, like no matter how I lock it or unlock it, no matter how I even flipped it around a few times, like I took some pieces and I moved it because I was like, maybe it's just not on correctly, because you know the instructions are very vague, but it's still not working out right. So I think I might end up putting back the safety bar on it and just having a safety bar and no wheel lock, because I think that's the only way that's going to fix this, where I feel safe enough to like drive this bike. Now, I'm not saying don't buy this bike. I don't think it's a terrible bike so far, and I bought it because there were a lot of positive reviews on this bike, but there's also a handful of negative reviews. So those of you who did buy this bike, please comment below and tell me your thoughts and opinions on this bike, and if you actually kept it for a long time, because again, some of the reviews were, you know, back and forth, and I just simply needed something to fit my car, and this is what I ended up buying. It was kind of pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It was like $200, and like, quite honestly, I think I can probably go to Walmart and find a bike cheaper than that that's better quality than what I'm looking at right now. I'm not gonna lie. But again, I don't want that to, you know, dissuade anybody from purchasing the bike or trying to build themselves. Everyone, you know, can have different experiences with the bike. Me right now, I think if I just fix certain problems with it, it might work out better for me. And I think once I do that, I'll be able to actually go out and test it. Testing it. It's actually not that bad, but I'm still kind of worried about the front wheel. And then if I got these to change, and front wheel so far is fine. I think when I redid it and I retightened it, I'm just gonna keep that locked always. So I might get a bar for it, but it's not bad work. But it's not a bad bike. I like the bike. I mean, it was a little bit difficult putting together. I think that's where the negative reviews come from, which is trying to put together, because it is hard to put together because there's not very many instructions. I like the bike. I don't think it's bad. I think that's foldable. It's doing what I need pretty much to be done. Like, folds the bike, will fit my car. It's driving pretty well. It is a little bit bouncy because of the suspension. And definitely gotta make sure your front tire is correctly aligned. But all in all, I don't think a bike's bad. I mean, of course, I gotta drive it more to understand if I really like it or not. But first impression, it's not a bad bike. It's really not. I think for being my first bike ever since I was like 12, I don't mind the bike. So I hope those who do have this, who did comment below and tell me their opinions, I hope it worked out for you as well, because it is a nice bike. And if it doesn't work out for you, hope you found one that did work, and feel free to let me know in the comments like what other bike you end up buying, if you return this one or sold it or whatever. That's gonna be it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next hiking video. Just wanted to show you I finally got a bike. Finally. I've been wanting one for so long. I finally got one. So yeah, sorry I'm a little winded, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.